The southern ground hornbill, a majestic presence on the savanna, asserts its dominance with a confident stride. A dramatic struggle for survival on the savanna floor. But high above the dry grasslands, the nesting hornbill. Here in the savanna, the female hornbill meticulously prepares her sanctuary, a deep cavity safe. The southern ground hornbill patrols the vast, sun-drenched plains, its confident stride Stately and deliberate, the ground hornbill patrols its territory, ever vigilant for a meal, even amongst these bleached bones.
By day 5, the clutch has grown, requiring more careful attention.
The nesting hornbill departs to find food, while elsewhere, the iconic southern ground hornbills patrol the savanna with their confident stride. The southern ground hornbills are methodical hunters, scouring the dry savanna for insects and small reptiles. The southern ground hornbill, a resourceful hunter of the savanna, often turns to an unusual source of sustenance: dry elephant dung. Day 10, and the attentive mate delivers a substantial meal. This large green frog will feed the hungry chicks waiting inside the nesting tree. This vibrant blue and red lizard represents a lifeline for the nesting female and her hungry chicks, showcasing the cooperative.
Deep within the sanctuary of the nesting tree, the female gently settles onto her eggs, clutching a calcium-rich snail snack in her beak.
Inside the dark cavity, the nesting hornbill guards her young.
Striding across the golden savanna, the ground hornbill heads toward the nesting tree, where hungry chicks await their return. The ground hornbill struts confidently across the savanna, having secured a snake. He delivers. High in the canopy, the southern ground hornbills take a peaceful break from foraging, their vivid red faces contrasting with the dry savanna below. First the baboon, then the monitor lizard. The nesting hornbills must face threats from all sides to protect their vulnerable young. The nest is successfully defended on day 30. The female viciously pecks at the monitor lizard. The female continues her long, dark vigil inside the tree.
Confidently, the ground hornbill patrols the savanna. Spotting its prey, it strikes with precision, securing them.
The southern ground hornbill community is highly cooperative. Here, the male delivers a crucial meal to the nesting female.
The banded mongoose, a persistent threat, cautiously approaches the sanctuary. But the nesting
Day 45 brings a crucial delivery. The male secures a light-colored frog, vital sustenance.
2 southern ground hornbills flank the nest entrance. One carefully hands a vibrant green praying mantis to the female inside.
The female remains patient, continuing her incubation duties. Inside the nest, she tenderly settles back onto the bed of leaves. On this, the 50th day, a miraculous milestone is reached as new life begins to emerge from the shell. A fragile victory in the heart of the nesting tree. This tiny chick, still damp from the shell, takes its deep within the safety of the tree cavity. The next generation begins its struggle for life. A tiny beak pips the shell. The emergence of the second chick doubles the demand on the parents. As the male brings food to the vulnerable,
The demanding role of motherhood begins immediately. The nesting hornbill tends to her fragile. The flock moves together, scouring the dry terrain for any available food.
In the sun-drenched savanna, the hornbill delivers a spiky green insect to the hungry chicks waiting inside the nesting tree.
Inside the sanctuary of the nesting tree, The mother sits closely with her pink chicks, tucking them under her body to keep them warm.
A successful strike yields a vital meal. The hornbill secures the morsel before continuing its patrol of the sun-drenched plains.
Deep within the cavity, the nesting hornbill preens a developing chick. Soon it will join the adults. The ground hornbill flock maintains a vigilant watch as they scour the dry savanna.
Here we see the nurturing demeanor of the nesting hornbill as she provides a meal for her two active offspring. Feeding time is crucial for the rapidly growing chicks. The adult meticulously delivers the much-needed protein.
Now larger and darker, the two chicks eagerly await the return of their parents, a critical time for growth in the harsh savanna. While the male guards the territory outside, the female remains sealed within the nesting chamber, dedicated to her hungry chicks. Deep within the nesting tree, the chick is developing its first true feathers. It persistently begs its parent for food.
At day 65, the chick undergoes a dramatic transformation, now fully covered in fluffy white down.
The mother acts as an umbrella, keeping her precious chick dry.
The southern ground hornbill, with its confident stride, navigates this recently burned savanna. The southern ground hornbill surveys the savanna with a confident stride. This robust chick, covered in white down, eagerly awaits the return of its parents and the next meal. By day 70,
The southern ground hornbill, unmistakable with its vivid red wattles, moves confidently across the sun-drenched savanna. The ground hornbill, a meticulous provider, delivers a vital lizard meal to its hungry offspring deep within the nesting cavity.
The chick constantly demands food to fuel its final growth spurt. The nesting hornbill places a
completely relaxed and secure in its sanctuary, the black chick settles down, closing its eyes.
In the sun-drenched savanna, the hornbill chick enthusiastically devours a large, brown, segmented insect, swallowing it whole.
The southern ground hornbill, unmistakable with its vivid red wattles, faces the harsh realities of a change. The chick is nearly fully grown now, eagerly accepting this long, stringy meal. The chick is nearing the time when it will leave the nest. The southern ground hornbill carefully as the chick swallows. The adults display a rare moment of tenderness on the savanna floor. But soon, duty. The southern ground hornbill, with its striking red wattles, brings a vital meal to the hungry chick waiting in the safety of the nesting tree cavity. A tender moment of bonding as the mother preens her chick. Then, with a confident stride,
As evening draws near, the magnificent southern ground hornbill begins its steady march towards the roosting areas. As the adults forage nearby, the mother remains vigilant. Soon, the chicks will be ready to fledge the nesting tree.
The female receives a delivery, perhaps her final meals in the cavity. The nest.
The male ground hornbill delivers a vital meal to the nesting female. This cooperative breeding strategy is
The male southern ground hornbill provides a final meal before the female, confined for weeks, finally emerges.
As the golden hour approaches, the hornbill community shares a final moment by the nest. The chicks
released from her duties, the female rejoins the world outside. The ground hornbills stand as silhouettes against the dramatic twilight sky.
The southern ground hornbill prefers to roost in trees, but this one seems to have misjudged its perch.
The southern ground hornbill, unmistakable with its vivid red wattles, is a formidable presence on the savanna. Perched high on the acacia, the martial eagle commands a view of the golden savanna. With sharp eyes, it surveys its kingdom. In the sun-drenched African savanna, even the powerful eagle must pause to maintain its plumage. This brilliantly colored roller sits perfectly still, a vivid flash of turquoise and purple against the dry grasslands.
The magnificent southern ground hornbill, unmistakable with its vivid red wattles, surveys its sun-drenched territory. As the sun sets on the savanna, the hunt begins.